This was one of our ideas that we've had. We think Malahide was a great location for something to do with heritage and vintage and classic cars and so on, suggested themselves as a great way of getting people in, giving us just a few bob, which they can be sure goes 100% to charity. We have well over 100 cars, all of which are 25 years old. Some are as old as 85 years old as well. There are a lot of people in the North County area who actually have cars who are crying out for a show, something like this, a venue, and what better venue could we have here in Malahide Cricket Club, which is celebrating its 150th anniversary, and they're extending their club here as well later on.
I'm Norman Adams, I'm president of Malahide Cricket Club. We're joining with the North Dublin Rotary Club and the local Lions Club in a fundraising effort to raise money for local charities with the cricket club, and that's it really.
As far as we know, there are at least 50 to 70 classic car clubs in the Republic of Ireland, and probably a similar number north of the border as well. We've contacted a lot of those. Some of them are here today, but what we did find is there are an awful lot of people who are not affiliated with any particular club, and they're living in the North County area, and we were very, very keen to get in touch with them, which we did, to try and make it a kind of a local show as well as a more regional show as well, and I think we've done that.
Alan Fowler and Ronan, my son. The car we have here today is an Austin Goodwood, and it's a 6-cylinder, 17 horsepower.
Yeah, it's in around, it says 14.9 horsepower to be exact. It's nearly as old as himself there. Going like a Swiss watch. Yeah, it's for the few days it's in it. We don't drive it all that often, and we do enjoy to take it out. It's been out a couple of times this year. Terranure Show being one of the bigger ones, but always kind of weather permitting as well. But we enjoyed a couple of spins in it. Yeah. Well, the bike is to be ridden by himself, but it's myself mainly that's riding that. It's a 1965 Triumph Bonneville. It's of US spec. It's well, she's on the button, and it's certainly it's got some kick out of it now. They were lapped in I think in the very early 60s on the Isle of Man at 99.76 or something like that. They broke the ton, and which gave way to a bit more development on these high-rise cams, brought them up to 120, hence the name, the T120.
My name is Tommy Sheridan. I'm from Swords, vintage car enthusiast for the last 40 odd years. The car is 1910. I bought it in very poor condition. Took 5 years to rebuild it. Had to make an awful lot of stuff by hand, and acquired a lot of stuff from various other enthusiasts in the country. Manufacturer is Talbot. It's English. I had another car in Terranure for the Jaguar show, and they put a flyer into the car, and I was asked to put a car in here, and I said yes, I would. And that's basically how I heard about it. Parts, a lot of parts, you get a part and maybe have to modify it or add to it or weld a bit off it or cut a bit onto it, and that's how you do it. And other stuff then, it's based by photograph. You study photographs for hours with very strong magnifying glass, and from that then you work out the measurements.
I'm Dan Chambers. I'm in the Rotary Club of Dublin North. Every Thursday for the past 6 or 7 or 8 weeks, we met in committee to organise this event. This is Rotary's first time in this event. First time on a cricket pitch for me. And the whole thing is very, very exciting. I knew nothing about car shows. I kept on calling it a car rally until somebody said, Dan, it's not a rally, it's just a show. So anyway, we're here today. I'm delighted to be associated with the Lions Club.
Malahide Lions Club are a club made up of ordinary people from within the organisation, within the community, who just using their talents and life experience help those who are less fortunate than themselves. So a lot of the smaller causes that fall between the cracks, where the bigger charities support them, we step in and help them, as well as some small local, small third world charities that some of our members are close to as well.
Well, the purpose of the Rotary Club is to collect funds and to dispense them or disperse them to needy people, not only nationally but internationally. Rotary started in 1905. So in 2005 we celebrated 100 years. This year we're celebrating 100 years of Rotary in Ireland. We were the first club outside of the United States. Ireland was, in Dublin.
Living in Malahide, I knew that there was the opportunity to run something like this. All we needed was the venue, and then over a chance meeting one of our members had with here in the cricket club, when we heard that they were planning to extend and the pitch might be open for one day, we thought, eureka moment. Let's get the cars in, and the cricket club were straight away very, very accommodating and totally enthusiastic, and it's been a terrific partnership between them, ourselves and Rotary as well. Well, the cricket club have used the catering facilities before, so they looked after that. The stalls here are actually a group called the Malahide Market Group, who actually meet every Saturday afternoon in the GAA club in Malahide, and they're local artisans and vendors here as well. So when we went to them, they were just delighted, and we're delighted to have them here as well. It's a perfect fit.
So there is a good, strong community.
Totally. This is primarily, first and foremost, a community show, giving something back, as indeed the club has given something to the community for 150 years here as well. But as well as being regional, we're really, we're trying to give something back to the community, and the Malahide community really support us in all that we do, and it's fair dues to the people for coming out here today and at all the other events that Lions and indeed Rotary and the club have run over the years. It's terrific.